I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Huntley. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Mayfield looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. And sometimes he comes up really hyped up, and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves.
This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Off play action.
Huntley, he'll let this go deep for runs.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. And that will be incomplete.
Got an open man that time, man. To put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He finds some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Huntley. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half is not going according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Yep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick 6. Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Let's go. You tight back. 16. You tight back. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, they scared. They scared. Hey, switch gears.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Flush to his right. Man open. It's Goodwin. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
To throw. Huntley looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Chubb will get the call running left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Hawkins, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And he will find his man Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake, Huntley. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. A give. This is Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They run. Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there their 1st drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the 1st half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
8 yards to go on second down.
Get the ball. Mike 46. Mike 46. It's our field. It's our field.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Browns on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tanner Muse in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards. And that also leads to 4th down. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
To throw on second down, Huntley. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Back to throw. Huntley. Flushed out right. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Huntley. Connects with Ruggs. And he's got some space here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Browns, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.